Okay, here we go again. Now, look, when you go out of town, you got to get your rental. You got to get your rental. And because we got such a big family, we had 7 of us. So we had to get a minivan. So we paid for the minivan. Now we're not keeping it for the whole entire week, but we're keeping it for like maybe 4 days, 5 days, something like that. Just so we can get around and get to Disney World and some other things like we're trying to do. This is really nice. This is Chrysler's, and I always want to say town and country, but it's not a town and country. It's called Pacifica now, which is what replaced the town and country. This is limited all-wheel drive. Got the Florida tags on it. This is really, really nice. We got this through National, National and I think it's Alamo and Enterprise. They were all like joined together. So for the first time ever, I've never had this happen before. And I sent you the text, so you should be able to get it. Yeah. Let me show you the inside real quick. So, of course, it's all leather. And most of the town and countries, actually, I think pretty much all the town and countries are all leather. If you're not familiar with town and country, Chrysler is basically the upgrade of the Grand Caravan. So it's like the luxury model. It's got the navigation screen, huge display, which is really good. That came in handy. It's got USB-C, and it has the USB jacks all the way around, basically. You got 2 jacks there for each. You got the auxiliary jack. You got your traditional cigarette lighter port. And I think that's you got a charge port and a port to put your key at, I guess. It's amazing. It's got the controls, both sides. It's got the driving assist on there. And I remember the first time I used it, driving assist, was when I went out of town. I think it was 2 years ago. And it was kind of crazy because you get to driving and you're on the highway, and if you kind of get out of the lane a little bit, it'll nudge you right back into the lane. So it's really crazy. Or like it'll kind of help you stay in the lane if you're doing a curve. So yeah, so we got these jacks like on the back of the chairs. Like, how cool is that for your kids? Like, you can do, there's a jack here. You got USB and you got the USB-C. So, of course, USB-C is what you can use now. If you have the new iPhones, the iPhone 12 on up, they use USB-C to a lightning adapter, so you can plug that in, or you can just plug the traditional USB cable in. 7 passengers. It's got a double sunroof. This is a huge panorama sunroof. Then you got one in the back. I just want to show all this stuff to you all because I get excited about this. But what was so exciting about this, it wasn't so fact that this was a nice minivan. The fact was, the gentleman that came out to assist us. So look at the trunk space real quick. You got jacks right there. You got your controls for your seats. You could do normal stowaway. It's electric. Now mine has that, but it doesn't have electric. These seats, they slant back and forth, and you got controls on the side, one on there, one on this side. There's a port right here on there. There's probably another port for this one over here somewhere, but I don't know exactly where it is. But you got ports everywhere, so that way you have no complaints from your kids about being able to charge up their items. So okay, so yeah, you can press the side button right there, and it allows it to close. Got the nice lights. So I know I keep cutting myself off. So what I was trying to say was that I had an opportunity when the gentleman came out here and he asked us, he said, okay, you got a rental and stuff. I said, yeah, cool. He said, all right. He said, cool, just walk with me. So we walked around, and he said, just go down the minivan section and just pick whatever car you want to pick. I said, excuse me? I said, what? Look, I've never had that opportunity before. There was literally probably 15, 20 minivans going down the line. Now, most of them were pretty much, your Dodge Grand Caravans, Pacifica, and they had the Voyager, and it might have been like maybe one or two other. So, but I'm saying you had different colors. Some of them had different trims, different perks to them. So we was able to go through and just like choose which one we want. I'm like, that's a privilege, you all. So they did us right in Orlando. So, but anyway, I'm grateful about that. That is that car. More to come from this trip. More to come from this trip.